Hi friends, it's Terri Gaines, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. In my previous video tutorial featuring Stampin' Up's new hot foil system, I shared cards featuring the garden silhouette hot foil die and the classic greeting hot foil dies. So in that video tutorial, I show you how I use the system to foil this piece of cardstock using the gold foil. And I told you to hang on to these pieces here. So I'll reference that video tutorial. In that video tutorial, I showed how I took this background foil design and created 3 cards with it. I also shared cards created with the silver foil, the light pink foil, and silver foil on black cardstock. So all that details in that previous video. This video tutorial is to talk about this piece that's left over. So when you go through that process and you peel this off, you get the beautiful foiled image that I created cards with in the previous video as I shared. And then you get this piece, and I said to hold on to it because I had some ideas on how to use this. So my first idea was to put it on adhesive sheets. Well, I tried that. Did you hear it beep? I'm going to unplug it just because I am not ready to start. I'm going to unplug it so it'll start over when I plug it back in. So I put adhesive sheet behind it. My first thought, just in case you had this idea, I wanted to share with you. I thought, well, why don't I just put adhesive sheet behind the foil? So I had the light pink foil. I took my adhesive sheet, I cut it to size, took the one backing off and put it down. I was thinking that I could probably peel this off and I would have adhesive foil on the back, or adhesive on the back of the foil. Well, just so you know, that does not work, because when you peel it off, you just can't separate that adhesive. It's not sticking. Well, it is a little bit, but it's, as you peel it off, it actually is sticking, but what happens is as you peel it off, you're just destroying that foil. You don't have the foil there any longer, or let me reverse that. It's just peeling it all off. It's hard to tell. Let me just show you that. So I can get this off. There's adhesive behind it, and I could attach this to a project, a piece of cardstock. Why don't I have one right here. I could attach that, but it's all distressed, unless you want that distressed. But the key part of this, that glossy film is still on there. So we can't get that off. So now you try to get that off and you're going to peel that off. So that did not work. And also I thought that's a lot of adhesive sheets to use. To let you know, I even put seal down and put a sentiment down thinking, well, maybe that would work. That did not work. So then my other thought was, I really need the foil to get hot. And so then I thought, well, what if you take the die, when you plug the system in, the red light flashes, the white button is flashing white. When it beeps and turns solid, then you put your die on, this direction if you're going to foil your cardstock. But I thought, well, what if I turn it upside down and put it on the system, hit the white button? When it turns green, the die is hot. So I thought, well, why don't I try that? So I tried it. As soon as that light turned green, I put my foil piece down on top of it, put my cardstock, put my shim, ran that through. But what happens is it did not get hot enough to hold it. So I thought, well, what if the green light turns green and then wait 60 seconds so it gets even hotter? So I waited 60 seconds and then I put the light pink one on there. So 60 seconds and a little bit more of it stayed, but not all of it. And then I tried a little bit longer and that still did not work. I tried almost 2 minutes. That still did not work. It still brought some of it off. So then I had another idea, and that's what I want to talk to you about with this video. Oops, my magnet picked up some of those dies on the side. I'm going to plug this back in, and I'm going to plug this back in so it gets hot. And now I decided, why don't I try a reverse way of doing this, and my results were much better. So let me also share with you that, I told you that you could use adhesive sheets, and what happens when I did use the adhesive sheets, the clear film stayed on there, but I die cut these thinking, okay, I could still use that. It's okay if it's shiny and has that clear foam, but eventually it starts to separate. So then you're going to separate and have your real shabby chic type foiling, and that's not what I'm looking for. So as I mentioned, I thought I could utilize it that way. So my experimenting, and I'm still new at this, I'm still new with the Stampin' Up! Hot foil system machine. I am loving it for the results you get for using it. As I mentioned, this video tutorial is to show you how we can maximize it and utilize these pieces that we have left when we do our first foiling. So it's getting hot, so I'm gonna let it get hot. And that's a little bit of the problem here. I could, timing on a YouTube video, right? As far as when you're doing a video, and we do need to wait for the whole system to work in its order. I do wanna let you know Stampin' Up! Has the printed instructions for you. They are so helpful. My first mini foiling, I kept looking at all the pictures, started from one, went through the whole thing, turned it over, and went through the whole process. This is very helpful. It's pictorial and written instructions, so just follow the process. And Stampin' Up! Has many dies available. I'll link you to a blog post where I will put the brochure. So I'm just using 2 of the dies. I do want to let you know they are made of a different metal. They do not, your regular dies do not work. So you have to have a foiling die. And this is taking a little bit longer than I had hoped. So let's just wait a little bit. Do I have other things I can share with you? See, it's like watching water boil, right? It's not going to boil while you're watching the water. There we go. So now what I'm going to do to make this work is I'm going to take the foil, and I want to make sure I still have my cardstock. I'm going to take the foil and just put it right on my platform. I'm going to put it right down on the platform. Then I'm going to take my cardstock and I'm going to put this down and just maybe try to smooth that out a little bit. Then I'm going to turn this flat side down. Then I'm going to hit this button. Now what this is doing is the next button, the yellow light flashes. It's now heating up the metal die. So sandwiching the foil and the cardstock underneath it is not how you foil. Please follow these instructions. You're going to put your die down, hit the button. When it beeps, then you put your foil on top of the die, your cardstock, and then the shims. I am doing this different only because we are trying to utilize these extra pieces here. So I do want to share with you, because I won't run through that next process. I also am using these dies here. So any of these excess pieces that I have, I've saved. In the process I'm showing you right now, I did the same thing here. When you peel off that film, you actually have your foiling. You get a little bit of the residue or the foil on the white part, but peel that off, and now you have the reversed image. Now what I can do, and you can do with your dies as well, is I can take and die cut around that and utilize that for my cards. I can die cut around the happy birthday. Did you hear the beep? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add the shim on top of that. I'm going to take so that's the shim that's provided. I hit the cord, that's why it beeped. And so I'm going to take that off. The hot foil spacer, these all come with the machine. The silicone trays down here come with the machine. Pick this up. The cut and emboss machine is sold separately. And I have heard this platform is too big for a Sizzix Big Shot. So I don't have a Sizzix Big Shot anymore, even though Stampin' Up did sell them a few years back. I just have the Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine, which is the recommended. Also, when you go through this, you go very slow. A lot of times we die cut and we go fast. With the foiling, we want to go slow. When I did my video tutorial on those cards that I just shared with you a little bit ago, I said to only go through once. With this process, I am going to lift it up, bring it back, and I am going to go through twice. So I don't know if that makes a difference. I've been going through twice for all of the ones that I've been experimenting with, and I'm just going to say it might make a difference. It might just give that foil more time to bond and heat to the cardstock. So I'm going through slow, and I'm excited to show you the results. So let's see how this turns out. So I already showed you how these sentiments turned out. I think they turned out really well. So let's take this plate off, use the magnet to pick up the hot die, put it on your silicone tray, push the button to release it. Then I can take this off, and nothing stayed on this platform, so that's all good. Now, I didn't know if we should wait to have it cool. It's still a little warm. Let's see if this works. So as I peel this back, it is working pretty good. It is peeling off and peeling just that clear window sheet. Are you seeing that result? Look at that. I am 100% okay with the results here. Can you see a little bit of foil on here? Not bad. But now I can utilize this for projects. So that is how I am going to utilize these. As I mentioned, I did this ahead of time. I did the very same thing and utilized those. So I'm going to show some projects. Just stay tuned. I'm going to stop this video, merge it to another video, showing you what I created with these pieces that I just shared with you. So hang on one second. I'm super excited to share the samples that I've created. But before I do that, I want to explain a couple things I did between the two videos. What I did was, earlier in the video, I shared where I had attempted to use the negative foil on this large piece by turning on my machine. When it beeped and the red light went solid, I placed the die on the machine upside down, touched the white button, and waited for the green light to go on. And I put that down. Well, when I did that, I did not get good results. So between the two videos, what I did was I got my machine ready. The red light went solid, and I turned that result upside down onto my platform. Then I placed this die on top of it, hit the button, waited for the green light to go on. Then I added my shims and ran it through the machine. What happened was it actually worked out really well, and I was able to get good results. So that was the sample just previously I showed you that what I attempted with the green light. You may be able to see what does happen. These grids in this platform just barely show up, but you know what? I think only you and I are going to notice that. So this is the sample that I created with that. I cut a 4x4 section and placed it on my card front. Can you see the beauty of that foiling? So this is the results that I got after I did this. So for that one piece of foil, I was able to get this, which I created 3 cards, and I was able to get this and created another card. And then I foiled the sentiment per the instructions and added that. So I'm very happy with that. Then I had the light pink one that when I put this on the platform and the green light turned on, I waited 60 additional seconds. And I had the same, it didn't work out as well with that. I showed you just a few minutes ago in the earlier video. What I did with that piece also, just what I did with the previous piece. And I was able to create these 2 cards using that. So I cut it at 5.5. I used about a 2-inch strip for this card. Can you see that beautiful foiling? And then I have about a 1-inch strip there, and I still have another strip for a future card. This thinking of you is the results of this. So just what I shared in the previous video, I die cut around that. So I did do a little bit of work between the 2 videos, so I'm just happy with how these turned out. And then one of the gold ones, what I did was I just cut, maybe that's about 3 inches, and place that like that. And then that's the regular foiling for this one. I have all of these that I die cut. These were things I showed in the previous video. I can use these for future cards. Now, when you do that, you don't have to die cut around it. You can just cut and create a solid piece. So that's what I did with the Celebrate. And then I fussy cut around one of these pieces here and have my decorative strip here. I don't know if I shared this in my previous video from that I'll reference, but this is some new striped shimmering paper. So I'll give you the code number for that. So I am so happy with the card results. I have one more tip for you. This is kind of look what happens when you have your foils, and let me rephrase that. When you turn on your machine and it beeps, the red light goes solid, you put your die down on top of that, and then you hit that button. When the green light goes solid, it'll beep, and then you put your foil down. And I don't have a piece of foil. Oh yeah, I actually do. When you put your piece of foil down, you put cardstock on top of that, and then you start with your shim. Look what happens if you forget the cardstock. It foils your plate. No big deal, it doesn't transfer, but just FYI, this is what happens if you go right like that and you forget to put your cardstock down first. So I just wanted to share that tip. I do also want to share with you that the shims come with the machine. So does the magnet handle, but both of these you can purchase separate. You can purchase the 2 plates. They are together. They're a replacement. I don't think you need 2, but you could get 2. And then another set, and then you can buy another handle as well, magnetic handle. So anyway, I'm going to link you to my previous video. Reach out if you have any questions. I'll put photos of these on my blog, and I'll also reference Stampin' Up's brochure. There's a lot more beautiful dies that you can purchase that are bundled with stamp sets and just a really nice variety. Reach out if you have any questions. Take care and happy creating.